Hello, everybody, and welcome to the side panel. I am your host, AJ, and in this episode, I am excited to talk about the new Dune film from Denis Villeneuve, as well as The Harder They Fall. So, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? The Harder They Fall. Let's start with that one. This is a film starring Jonathan Majors, Idris Elba as he beats Regina King, Delroy Lindo, and Lakeith Stanfield and Dion Cole, as well as many other amazing actors. The basic premise is that in the Wild West, back in the olden days, you had multiple gangs of outlaws and a town that was being created so that they all have somewhere to go. Unfortunately, the bad guys, led by Idris Elba, have other plans for that town. The good guys, led by Jonathan Majors, are going to go ahead and try and stop them. Now, there is a lot more to this, but I can't get too into it without giving away a lot of the movie itself. So, let's just say that it's it's a good old-fashioned Western. Old-fashioned in that it's a Western, not so old-fashioned in that it is done with stylized images and posing and just a lot of I don't know. It's more a bunch of people just trying to look more badass than it is of them trying to actually be badass or have any type of lasting effect in the plot. Did I like the film? Absolutely. I really enjoyed the film. I went and saw it on the theater. It is available to stream right now on Netflix, but I wanted to see it in the theater just because I got tired of sitting at home. I'll just be honest about it. I wanted to go out and see it. It was one of those movies that was free on one of my memberships to the many theaters that I'm a part of. And I thought, I'm going to go check this out. I really enjoyed it. The action was really cool. The fight sequences was really awesome. The actors did a great job in portraying their characters. But again, they were just real busy trying to pose more than they were trying to act. And that wasn't so bad. It's just something that you need to understand when you're going into this film. Again, none of it was bad. It's just really cool to see, and it's just a fact of the film. Regina King does a great job, as she always does, but she does a really good job in stepping back and let everybody else take the microphone or take the stage. You know what I mean? Let them all shine. She shines in her own right, but she doesn't take up as much screen time as she has, let's say, in most of her recent films. Not that her taking up screen is bad. I'm a big fan of Regina King. Huge fan. Since 227, I've been there. It's just nice when you see big name actors and these people have the power and the clout and can come on and really steal the scene. And what she does instead is she steps back and lets other actors in the scene handle it on their own. And that is a true supporting actress in my opinion. She does a great job with that. Will we see any awards or anything coming out of this movie? Absolutely not. It is a fun, over-the-top, cool movie to see. But that's about it to it, Recommend it. Go check it out. If you don't feel like spending the money, hey, you don't have to. Just go and look up Netflix and you can see it there. So, without further ado, let's talk about Dune. Now, as many of you know, I am very old. I am old enough to have been there to see the original film of Dune done by David Lynch back in 1980-something. Yes, I'm doing the Goldbergs thing. Back in 1980-something, this had happened. The long and short of it, what Dune is about is you have this expansive universe that has outlawed intelligent computers. Now, what that means is that any computers that have any type of artificial intelligence or can think on themselves has been outlawed and removed from this universe. So you end up having this galaxy controlled by an emperor known as the Imperium. And in the Imperium, you have multiple planets and multiple families running their own planets. So, like House Atreides and House Harkonnen, which are the two predominant houses that you're going to see in this series. There's a planet named Arrakis, also known as Dune, that produces this melange called the spice. And the spice is used for intergalactic space travel, which makes mining the spice probably the most beneficial job in the universe. The Emperor, in all his grand wisdom, has decided to take the House Harkonnen out of running the planet Arrakis, which they've done for over 80 years, and assign a new house, the House Atreides, not a new house, but, a new family, a different family to run this planet. I keep making it sound like Atreides just came out of nowhere, and it doesn't. I'm just saying that new to the planet of Arrakis is House Atreides, and they will be taking over the production of the spice. The House Harkonnen doesn't like that idea, and all kinds of drama happens from it. And that's about all I can get into. Okay, now, this story, these books, everything, the series, I've read a good chunk of them in my childhood. They're very in-depth, very, like Stephen King writes short stories in comparison to these books. They're super overly descriptive and spend a lot of time in world building. And that's great. That's fine because it's expansive. So expansive. So many books. So many characters. So many houses. So many. And so now we're left with this adaptation of half of the first book in Dune. Now, as I said, this was attempted in 1984, as well as in 2000 and 2003, I believe. Well, now they've decided to come back and try it again. And again, playing off the whole idea of not trying to give too much away and having spoiler-free reviews, I'm just going to say this, that this movie, they decided to go ahead and make this movie to take advantage of not only having a greater budget, but having easier access to better special effects and better camera usage. Because this story is so expansive. It takes full advantage of using all the locations and different planets that they go to and expands on their background and whatnot. This film, all I can say is that the film was awesome. I was a huge fan, like I said, of the books growing up. I was a huge fan of the original movie, which watching it now makes me wonder what I was thinking. It's kind of stupid, but at the time when it came out, it was just mind blowing that all this was happening. And so now we're met with this film, and I was just in awe the entire time. The movie, look, I'll warn you, man, this is one of those movies where you kind of got to be familiar with the material. If you're not, then I think you're going to find this movie exceptionally boring and drawn out in some places. And that's unfortunate, really, because for those of us in the know, we know why this is all coming, why there's so much world building at the beginning of the film that it's almost dull, but it's not, because there's got certain nuances behind it, and there's reasons why you're learning all these intricate little details about everything that's going on, these characters, the location, the dreams, everything, the spice, everything has. There's a reason why you're learning all of this. So if you have just a little bit of patience, go into the movie, watch the just sprawling, gorgeous landscapes and the original soundtrack that's being brought to it, and great job with the acting. You'll thoroughly enjoy this film. If there is one complaint about any of the actors, is that maybe Jason Momoa did a little too much. But reading interviews with him, it's understandable, because he had stated that he was just so nervous to be surrounded by such high quality actors and filmmakers and everything that he just, would flub it every now and then or just rush through it. And so it's understandable seeing him being a little too Momoa than he normally is, because he was just nervous being on set. But it's fine because it adds to his character. The set is, the cast is phenomenal. Just Timothy Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, Chang Chen, Jason Momoa, Javier Bardem, just to name a few. They really went all out, and I'm really glad to have seen it because the movie was fantastic. And it makes the original 1984 film look like just, it's like, okay, we're going to play Monopoly, and then we're going to go and play on the PlayStation 5 video game, play Call of Duty. Like, it's just so basic in comparison to this film that it kind of just, I don't know what I'm getting at, other than to say that I love this film. And I'm excited to announce that they have gone ahead and greenlit the sequel, and they're doing pre-production on it now. So I can't wait. The movie is so awesome. I want to go into it in so much more detail, and I want to geek out about it so hard, but I can't because non-spoiler review. So I'm just going to ask you this. Please go check out the film yourself. Shoot me an email. Drop me a text. Leave a message here with the podcast and let me know what you thought of the movie itself. Whether you agree with me or not, whether you hated it or not, anything, just let me know one way or another. And maybe we can do an episode where I have a bunch of people that saw the film and we can talk spoiler review with it. We'll have a discussion on the film, giving away all the spoilers on the goodies and stuff, and just have a little fun. It's that good of a movie that I'm willing to go against my one rule of not spoiling the movie in order to just lavish my love for it. It is 3 hours long. I'm going to tell you that. Like, it's 156 minutes, which is just 4 minutes shy of 3 hours. Yeah. Is it? Yeah. It's long. But worth it, in my opinion. It is streaming on HBO Max right now, so you can go check it out if you're still hesitant to see it in the theater. But this movie was filmed using IMAX cameras, so you need to see it on an IMAX in order to appreciate the scope of the film and everything about it. The soundtrack, the music you hear in the soundtrack, if you hear instruments, those instruments were invented just to make those sounds and to play that music in this film. If you hear voices, you'll notice that none of them, there's no lyrics at all in the voices in the songs. It's just different inflections of different people's voices used to create music. And it's beautiful. The thought process that had gone into this film is just mind-blowing. And I cannot say enough good things about it. So please go check it out and then let me know. Now, to stray away from movies for a bit, I'd like to have a little discussion or make an announcement. Forbidden Panel will be at the Scare Fair High Desert up at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in Victorville, California, October 30th, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will be premiering and showing off our exclusive new zombie holiday calendar, a photo-driven journey of 12 months. It took 12 months of just models having fun being zombies in a calendar. So that's about as much as I can say on it. It's pretty simplistic in design. You've got, 4th of July, Father's Day, all that stuff, all displayed and represented by zombies. And it'll be available exclusively at the show for $20. You can purchase the calendars online the day after the show for $25, which that includes the shipping as well. So your best bet is to get over to the show October 30th at the San Bernardino Fairgrounds in Victorville, California, to get your hands on these one-of-a-kind, limited edition zombie holiday calendars. They're really awesome. We'll also be releasing our latest ZKS Zombie Kill Squad comic book, written by myself, drawn by some great artists, and a lot of collaborative effort went into this, and I'm very proud of it. Again, being released at this show. So if you have time and you got nothing else to do on the 30th, or even if you do have something else to do on the day before Halloween, cancel those plans. Come out here instead to the Victorville, San Bernardino County Fairgrounds, October 30th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. There's some great after convention events going on as well on the fairgrounds that you can have a blast with. But you'll also be able to get your hands on these exclusive new Forbidden Panel releases. Alright, I'm done talking. It's been longer than it should have been. Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. Come find us anywhere and everywhere that you can look up Forbidden Panel online. We are everywhere. I am AJ, and we'll be coming back next week with hopefully a review of Antlers. Thanks, guys. See you then.
Oh, thank you.